Hey everyone, I'm going to show you how to build a 5-piece waiting room furniture set that is scaled for minifigures for today's Lego Brick tutorial. Let's begin with a 1x4 plate for a simple seat. I'm going to set down a 1x2 jumper plate right in the center and a set of hollow studs on both sides. Then I'm going to set a 2x2 seat right on the jumper plate. Now for arms, let's take a 1x2 modified round plate. I'm going to set down a stud on one end and a 1x2 by 2/3 plate with bow. Let's make 2 of these, and I'm going to set these right in the center, right inside the tube of the stud for little arms for the chair. Let's expand our seating arrangement with a 1x10 plate. Let's start on the left hand side and set down a stud that is hollow. Then I'm going to set down a 1x2 jumper plate. Then I'm going to repeat with a hollow stud, jumper plate, hollow stud, jumper plate, and you guessed it, hollow stud. Now I'm going to set down 3 2x2 seats, the jumper plates. Just like with the simple seat, let's take a 1x2 round plate and a stud, place it on one end, and a 1x2 by 2/3 plate with bow. And we're going to need to make 4 of these, and we're going to set these right on the hollow studs to where the center peg is right inside the tube. For our end table, start with a 2x3 plate. Let's set down 6 1x1 by 1 1/3 brick with bow. So we're going to place 3 on the right and 3 on the left. Sorry, no speed build. This is a bit challenging here. Now we're going to flip this over. I'm going to set a set of studs in the corners of our end table. This is going to lift it up off the ground a bit more. You don't have to put the studs on there, it just looks a bit better. And on the top, set down a 1x2 flat tile and a 2x2 jumper plate. Make sure all that's mushed together. And this stud here is for an accessory, so I'm just going to take a flat tile and just set it on there randomly. If you have a tile with print work, such as a newspaper, that would look really good. For the coffee table, start with a 2x3 plate. Let's set down a 2x4 plate on the top portion and a 1x4 plate on the bottom portion. Then I'm going to slide in a set of 2x3 plates on both sides. Then I'm going to place 6 1x1 by 1 1/3 brick with bow. So we're going to put 3 on the left and 3 on the right. And once again, there is no speed building through this, because we're going to have to hold underneath to make sure nothing collapses. Then I'm going to flip this over and set down some studs right in the corner. Sometimes you're going to have to fight these in. Sometimes they'll cooperate, and sometimes they will not. And just like with the end table, this just keeps it up off the ground a bit. Get this last one right there. Well, it's wanting to roll away. We caught it in time. Flip that back over, and I'm going to face this off with 3 2x2 jumper plates. Just be sure to hold underneath the coffee table, and then we're going to fill in the remaining areas with 3 1x2 flat tiles. See how this is starting to come apart. Got to hold underneath. Now for decorations, I'm going to throw some tiles on here. You can use any type of tile with print work. Just for the simplicity of the tutorial, I'm just using some 2x2 flat tiles of various colors. Finally, for the magazine newspaper holder, let's take a 2x2 by 2/3 plate with 2 studs on the front. I'm going to set down a 1x6 plate in the back, and then I'm going to fill in the 2 remaining areas with 2 more 2x2 plates with studs, and lock it all together with a set of 2x3 plates and a 1x6 plate right on the top back portion. Now, to hold our magazines in the rack, I'm going to take a set of 1x2 by 1 wall elements, set them right in the center, followed by a set of 1x1 corner wall elements. Set those right there. It's easy to work from the back, and then we're going to continue on with the front with 2 more 1x2 by 1 wall elements. And let's finish off both sides with a pair of 1x1 corner wall elements. And for the front, I'm just going to face these off with 3 2x2 flat tiles. Now, it depends on what you want to display in here. I'm just going to set some random flat tiles of various colors to represent magazines, newspapers. So I'm just going to place a set of 2x2s and a 1x2 in each for a nice nifty magazine rack.